you recognize your self-worth today? Or are you still one of those women that's trying to prove your self-worth by how much you do and how much you work? Are you one of those ladies that actually likes being complimented for doing too much and working too much? Might be something you might want to think about today. Our actions need to reflect our values. Do you give too much of yourself away? I know I used to. I had a very hard time with compromise and saying no, or even saying I'm not comfortable with that. All of those things used to be very difficult for me. And that's actually giving away your self-worth. What would it look like today if you could just rest in your self-worth? What would it feel like? What would it look like? Just to rest in it. Maybe it would be doing something really great for yourself, respecting yourself, loving yourself, giving yourself some kind of wonderful gift. Here you are. I love you. This is just for you. It's so important that we really know what the boundaries are around our self-worth, or we make decisions that are not good. We do things and put things out there that really don't protect us. If anything, they probably harm us. We compromise, and compromising chips away at our identity and our self-esteem. And we don't really want that to happen. We want to stay whole and good. So there are a couple things that we can do that really kind of help reinforce our self-worth. One of them is holding space for our emotions. It's so important to hold space for your emotions. I know growing up, it was not encouraged. Nobody wanted to see any child cry. And thank goodness now, a lot of that has changed because we do need to hold space for our emotions. If we push our emotions down and don't deal with them, we will deal with them at some point. So it's better to just have a mindset of letting them come in, wash over you, and letting go of them every day, if that's what it takes. You don't want to hold on to them. You want to let them go. You'll be so much happier if you do. The other thing that's really important is it's not really what happens to us in life, it's how we respond to that. And that also reinforces our self-worth. Letting go of things is incredibly important. And how many of us have a neighbor or a friend that just won't let something go? Drives you crazy. Every time you see her, she's got to bring it up. She's got to talk about it. She's got to process it. It's not serving her at all. Somewhere along the way, she's not able to let it go. But that also chips away at your self-worth. So it's so important to let things go. Every day, every day. The other thing is we are not defined by our circumstances. We're not. You're only defined by your circumstances is if you make that choice. You're not defined by where you live, the car you drive, your children. You can be defined by what you want to be defined by. And that's really important. And that's an important part of your self-worth and your self-concept. So I hope this actually meant something today to you, and I hope maybe you might think about your self-worth. I know there's an awful lot of talk about self-love, and self-love is very important, but I think self-worth is what we really need to be able to rest in and what really holds us together. So I wish you a powerful, powerful self-worth. Bye, loves.